Last time the Rockies faced the Pirates was a couple weeks ago at Coors Field, and the Rockies swept them. Pirates are 45-38 on the year, 38-45 for the Rockies. And we'll see how things go at PNC Park this time around, as interesting happenings are being experienced right now in the Rockies dugout. Rockies have won 6 of their past 10 games. They're fresh off winning 2 of 3 from the Twins, lost in extra innings at Target Field yesterday. And before that, swept the Royals at Coors Field. So Rockies are, at least the offense is certainly looking in good shape right now. Mitch Keller will be the pitcher today for the Pirates. 17th start. You can see his ERA is approaching 7. So perhaps another opportunity for the Rockies offense to feast a little bit. Here's David Dahl, 267 on the year, 10 home runs, 40 runs batted in. PNC Park, one of the, I gotta say, most beautiful ballparks in all of Major League Baseball. Always fun to come here. Dahl swings, grounds one, fared on the first base line, and that is out number 1. And we'll take a look at the Rockies starting lineup after Dahl in right, batting second to first baseman Daniel Murphy, batting third at third base Nolan Arenado, batting cleanup the shortstop Trevor Story, batting fifth at second base Garrett Hampson, batting sixth in center Sam Hilliard, batting seventh in left Brian Mundell, batting eighth the catcher Drew Butera, and batting ninth starting pitcher Evan Grills. Daniel Murphy batting 273. He takes first pitch strike. Pirates right now are second place in the National League Central. They were first place when they first faced the Rockies this year. Rockies, that sweep helped to propel them down a little bit in the standings. Brewers doing very well this year in the NL Central. There's a swing and a ground ball hit towards short. That's going to be out number 2. Ben Kuchnikavich of Purple Row along with you. I want to let you know this game is not affiliated with Major League Baseball, MLB Show, the Show 20, or the Colorado Rockies. Here is Nolan Arenado batting .328. That average is first place on his team, the Rockies. .406 his on-base percentage, 25 home runs, 63 runs batted in. Knocked his 25th homer out of the ballpark yesterday in the final game at Target Field, an extra innings loss. First extra innings loss of the year, by the way, for the Rockies. Arenado swings and drives one towards left field, and that ball is going to be off the top of the wall. Arenado should cruise into second base with a double, and he's in there with 2 outs here in the top of the first. First hit of the day for the Rockies. That is number 27 for number 28. And here is number 27, Trevor Story. You can see he is hitting better against lefties than righties for sure this year. .343 against southpaws, 6 homers. Does have 14 home runs against righties. The power numbers are there no matter what hand you throw at him. .262 is overall average. 20 home runs for the Rockies shortstop. First pitch from Keller here is taken high into away ball 1. Story has 4 home runs in his last 8 games on a bit of a power surge. Rockies back in a National League ballpark, no longer have the luxury of getting everybody they want to in there because of the DH. Ryan McMahon is sitting today. There's a swing and a fly ball towards right field and hit fairly well. At the track is Polanco looking up, and that ball is gone. 2-run home run for Trevor Story, his 21st of the year, and it puts the Rockies on the board first. They lead it 2-0 here in the first inning. 354 feet off the bat, 98-mile-per-hour exit velocity for Story. Opposite field, Jack. And that will bring up Garrett Hampson now. Much different story for him at home and on the road. .426 at Coors Field and .167 away. .289 overall, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Same amount of home runs on the road as at home, though. Keller's first pitch to Hampson is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. 2 for 6 in yesterday's ball game for Hampson, so extended that, got that road batting average up just a little bit. 0-1 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air towards center field. This one's hit fairly well, but in front of the track, that one will be put away, and that'll retire the side. Trevor Story puts the Rockies on the board first. They take a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Pirates looking to capitalize against Evan Grills. Evan Grills making his 6th big league start, 4-0 his record. Does have a .497 ERA, and that's because his last time out he was roughed up a little bit. Really the first time we could ever say that about Evan Grills after 4 really strong outings. 29 innings on the year, 16 strikeouts, only 5 walks, 110 his whip, indicating he's not given up a whole lot of base runners this year. Looking for a good outing today, he'll face Kevin Newman, who is hitting much better away from PNC Park, 339, 237 here at home. With 2 home runs, 299 is overall average, really buoyed by that road average, 12 home runs overall for Newman. Grills says hello Newman with a strike.
0-1's the count.
Yesterday, player pool, 60-man player pools were announced around Major League Baseball for the actual regular season. Newman attempts at a bunt and misses strike 2. At the time of this recording, the Rockies have not announced theirs yet. Neither has any team in the NL West. Diamondbacks reportedly are going to announce theirs on Monday. The deadline to file it was on Sunday. And at some point, Diamondbacks today expected to have released theirs. Not sure what's going on with the Rockies or the other NL West teams. Again, if this has been updated since the time of this recording, I will let you all know in the YouTube comments or the YouTube chat area. Some teams that have announced theirs, and again, the deadline was today, but I guess you don't have to announce it until today, Monday. I keep saying today, yesterday, Sunday, today is Monday. There's a ground ball to second base. Hampson makes the play, 1 away. Give us an opportunity to look at the Pirates lineup. Second baseman Newman, batting second the left fielder Adam Frazier, batting third in center field Brian Reynolds, batting cleanup in right field Gregory Polanco, batting fifth the third baseman Colin Moran, batting sixth at first base Jose Ozuna, batting seventh the shortstop Cole Tucker, batting eighth the catcher Luke Maley. Here is Adam Frazier right now. He is leading National League second baseman in All-Star voting, and he's hitting .329. First pitch from Grills is going to miss down and in ball 1. That .329 average ranks 5th place in the NL. 10 home runs for Frazier, 43 runs batted in, and .876 OPS for him. Very good start. Very good first half for Frazier. There's a swing and a line drive towards left field. Going out is the third baseman Arenado. He dives and is not able to get it. And that's going to end up being a double for Adam Frazier. 15th double of the season. Brian Reynolds will be the batter. No chance for Arenado on that one. Brian Reynolds batting .313. First pitch from Grills is in there for a called strike. So of some of the teams on Sunday that did release their 60-man player pools, Chris Iannetta did make it for the Yankees. That's always good to see some of our former Rockies friends on there. A few would go into the Braves. Chris Russin made it, as did Yonder Alonso. These are non-roster invitees, but still at least making it under this 60-man player pool indicates you have a chance of playing in the major leagues this season. Also making it for the Braves, Tyler Matzik. And that is very good news. Nothing but well wishes for Tyler Matzik, who started his career with the Rockies and looked like he might be the next big thing. Anxiety issues have derailed his career. There's a line drive towards center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Frazier will be waved around third, and he will score. RBI single for Brian Reynolds. And the Rockies' lead will be cut in half. It's a 2-1 ball game. Here's Gregory Polanco now. A little bit cooler in the month of June after his hot start. .303 in May. Only .260 here in the season's third full month. .312 overall for Polanco. 13 homers, 44 runs batted in. A guy who did not make a roster was Carlos Gonzalez, who had signed a non-roster deal with the Mariners this offseason. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I know Jonathan Lucroy was in the Red Sox organization, and he was not listed on the player pools, but Chris Cotillo reported that the Red Sox are going to be reworking his contract, so you evidently can still add players to this player pool. So perhaps there could be a similar situation with Carlos Gonzalez. We'll have to see. Certainly hope that Cargo gets another opportunity to play in the big leagues. Another interesting thing about these 60-man player pools, this is a report from Scott Mitchell of TSN. The only prospects that can be traded this season have to be involved in the 60-man player pools that were filed by 2 p.m. Mountain Time yesterday. August 31 is going to be the trade deadline, so we will see how things shape up there. We'll keep you updated for sure. It'll be a payoff pitch to Gregory Polanco here, and it's swung on and fouled back to the screen. I was interested also in seeing if Noel Cuevas made it for the Cubs. He's in their organization and did not see. They have actually decided they're not going to release theirs quite at this moment. There's a fly ball to fairly deep left field. Mundell runs it down, and they're 2 away. Kevin Padlo made it for the Rays organization. He's on their player pool. Here's Colin Moran, only hitting .202 with a .282 slugging percentage. He homered against the Rockies in that series at Coors Field, a 3-run shot, but he's really been scuffling at the plate. He swings and fouls the first delivery off. Moran, former Astro, was acquired in 2018. .0-1 pitch from Grills is swung on in line towards center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Hilliard plays it on a hop, and that might break an offer for Moran. He has not gotten a hit in a while. Jose Ozuna batting .257, playing first base today. Josh Bell still on the simulated injured list. First pitch to Ozuna is in for a called strike from Grills. 14 of 22 pitches for strikes from Grills in this first inning. So quite a few pitches thrown. See the numbers on Ozuna. Grills from the stretch. His 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Quickly 0-2 on Ozuna. He's got 7 runs batted in his last 10 games. Pretty good stretch. And the 0-2 is swung on and lifted in the air towards center again. Hilliard going over. He will make the catch on this one, and that'll retire the side. After an inning of play, Pirates get a run back. It's 2-1 Rockies. Rockies will try to extend that lead in the second. Leading it off here in the second is Sam Hilliard batting .239, slugging .568. Pretty good stretch right now for Sam Hilliard. First pitch from Mitch Keller here in the second is taken outside. Pretty good pitch count, in much better shape, ironically, for Keller. He's not even at 10 pitches yet here in the top of the second, even though Evan Grills went up over 20. Rockies do have a 2-1 lead, though. It's 2-0 the count now on Sam Hilliard. And swinging a line drive on a hop to the third baseman. Moran throws to first. That's out number 1. Defense for the Pirates, left to right in the outfield. We have Adam Frazier, Brian Reynolds, and Gregory Polanco. Infield corners, Colin Moran, Jose Ozuna. Up the middle, double play combination, Cole Tucker and Kevin Newman. And the battery is the catcher, Luke Maley. Starting pitcher, Mitch Keller. Rockies for a long time have had the worst fielding percentage in the NL, but you saw the Pirates have overtaken them for last place. Here's Brian Mundell, .250 on his brief Major League career. This is his 4th game now. Has 1 run batted in. That came with an RBI double in his big league debut. Mundell certainly looking comfortable at the plate from what we have seen. 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Quickly 0-2. Mundell is not going to swing at a whole lot of pitches that are out of the zone, we have found. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lines off the glove of Moran. He'll pick it up, recover, and not in time. Mundell will beat it out. That should be an error, I think. It will be an error on the third baseman, Moran, so not really getting it done with the bat, and there he's struggling on defense. And that'll bring up Drew Butera. 242 on the year with a home run for Butera. Came through with some clutch hits in the final game against the Twins, his former team. A couple series featuring Butera against his two former teams, the Royals and the Twins. 1-0 is swung on and missed.
I got a ball, one strike.
And that's swung on and lined into center field, a base hit. Another hit for Drew Butera. A couple Rockies aboard now with one out. And that'll give Evan Grills an opportunity to try to advance the runners. Grills is hitting .222 as a big leaguer. So he has handled the bat fairly well, better than most of his pitching counterparts. The bunt is down, and third baseman Moran picks it up. He'll go to second for the force, and they will get the force on Butera. Grills will be safe at first base, and there are two away. Ended up being kind of a nice play by Moran. I thought he was just going to get the out at first base, but he got a little greedy there, and it paid off for him. He's able to force out Butera. Lineup turns over now for the Rockies. Here is David Dahl. Dahl grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Dahl and Murphy are a couple guys who are really cold in the month of, well, the first half of June, last half of May, and they have both really turned it on. You can see Dahl is 14 for his last 32 at the plate. That is well over the 400 mark, and that's not a small stretch. There's a swing and a miss. Dahl is quickly down 0-2. And swung on and lined down the right field line, fair towards the corner. That will get a run home. Mundell and Grills will be held at third. Rockies extend their lead 3-1. It's another double for David Dahl. That is number 36 leading the National League for Dahl. And here is Daniel Murphy. He grounded out his first time up 0 for 1. 272, 324, 12 his slash line. Grounds one to short. Tucker up with the ball, throws to first, and that'll retire the side. Another double for David Dahl. Continues to extend his league lead in that category. And he extends the Rockies' lead as well. It's 3-1 going to the bottom of the second. Here is the bottom of the second inning, and here is Cole Tucker batting .258 on the year for the Pirates. Having a lot of the duties at shortstop. First pitch from Grills is outside ball one. Grills looking for a quicker inning. Cole Tucker, first round pick in the 2014 draft by the Pirates. Came up with a lot of fanfare. And that's just a bit high, 2-0. Swung on and fouled out of play. That's just a little bit low, 3 balls and a strike. Luke Maley is waiting on deck. And on the inside part of the inside corner, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Grills may have got the benefit of that call. And now the count is full. Payoff pitch to Tucker is outside, ball 4. He walked and leadoff walk to Tucker from Grills. Bud Black looking on. Walks are never his favorite thing. Former pitcher Bud Black likes to see good command from his pitchers. And here is Luke Maley. 194 average, has 1 home run on the year. I don't believe that's the pirate parrot. I was looking up its name. I don't think it has a name. It's just the pirate parrot. That is my understanding.
No, that's
Pitch misses to Luke Maley. 2-0 the count. And that's outside 3-0. So some struggles with command to start Evan Grills' outing. .30. That one's in there for a called strike.
Count is 3-1.
And swung on and fouled out of play. You saw Derek Shelton, Pirates manager for the first year as a manager for him, was part of the Twins coaching staff prior. We just saw them. Funny how that all works out. 3-2 pitch is down and in. Back-to-back walks to begin the bottom of the second inning for Evan Grills. And we saw the pitch count was well up over 20, close to 25 after an inning. And now the first two batters walk here in the bottom of the second. That is not good for the pitch count. It's at 36 now. Here is starting pitcher Mitch Keller. Has a couple runs batted in this year. He's batting 143. Grills comes set. His first pitch. Bunt is down. Back to the mound. Grills fires to second for one. Back to first and not in time. They will get the lead runner. And here is Kevin Newman. He grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Batting .298 on the year, .820 OPS. On base percentage of .336 for Newman. And that swung on and lined towards the right field corner. That's going to drop foul. Newman 3 for his last 10 at the plate. .300 average. Not a huge sample to speak of, though. And the 0-1 is just a bit inside. Ball one. Curveball misses that time from Grills. And swung on and ripped in the air towards left field. Mundell is there, though. He won't put it away. Had some trouble with it at the end there, but makes the catch. A run will score on the sac fly, make it a 3-2 ball game. Cole Tucker coming home, scoring on that play. Adam Frazier will be the batter. He doubled and scored his first time up, extended his batting average up to .331, .883 is OPS. Nearly .400 with the OBP. And at least a run has been scored by both teams in each of the first 4 half innings of this ball game. 19 stolen bases on the year also for Frazier. That's second in the NL. So Frazier is certainly getting it done. Very productive year for his team. There's a swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Count 1-1.
And that's going to miss in the dirt, blocked by Butera. 2-1 the count. Hitter's count it is for Adam Frazier, a guy who likes to hit. And that swung on and grounded weakly back to the mound. Grills fires to first. That'll retire the side. We're through 2 innings. It's 3-2 Rockies. Nolan Arenado will get another at-bat, leading things off here in the top of the third. Doubled his first time up and scored a run in the first inning. Batting .330, .408 is on-base percentage, .657 slugging. Another great year for Nolan Arenado, and he will parlay himself into another All-Star nod at third base for the simulated National League. First pitch here is high and tight, ball 1. 6th place in the National League with that, .406 on-base percentage for the Rockies' third baseman. 1-0 pitch from Keller is just a bit inside, 2-0. Slider that time, missing from Keller. Pirates, again, second place in the National League Central and leading the wild card in the NL right now. Arenado pulls one foul. And I don't know. It's hard to say how they've done it. They've just come through with clutch hits and clutch pitching when they need to. That's inside. 3 balls and a strike on Arenado. Trevor Story, who homered his first time up with Arenado on bases, waiting on deck. "3-1 is in there for a called strike, and the count goes full. Arenado also second in the NL with 63 runs batted in. Swings and grounds one up the middle into center field, a base hit. Second hit of the game for Arenado, leading things off here in the third. Arenado definitely leading the club with hits, 104. Charlie Blackmon at 91. 86 for Story, 82 Dahl, 76 Murphy, 73 Ryan McMahon, 44 Desmond. Had a bit of a drop-off after McMahon there. Here's Trevor Story, 2-run home run his first time up. Back in the first inning, that broke open the scoring, made it 2-0 Rockies. First pitch here from Keller is swung on and missed. Story trying to hit his second homer of the game there. 21 home runs now on the season for Story, 48 runs batted in. "0-1 from Keller is going to miss outside. Right now, Story has moved up to first place in All-Star voting for the National League shortstops. I had not seen that. He was just like in, 6th place last time I checked? Definitely should be checking that more, I guess. We could see both of the talented Rockies left side of the infield players making the All-Star team as starters. Ryan McMahon, a decent bet to be a reserve as well, though McMahon has been striking out quite a bit this year. He's the first Rocky to get up over 100 strikeouts now. 103 of them. It's never nice to be at 100 strikeouts before the All-Star break. 2-2 pitch to Story is swung on and missed. He got him on strike. Story's pretty close to that mark too, by the way. That's the first strikeout of the game for Keller. There's one away. McMahon and Story both definitely getting it done with the bats, though, despite the high strikeout numbers. Certainly both hitting for a lot of power. Here is Garrett Hampson now, flied out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He's back in the first inning. First pitch from Keller here is taken outside, ball 1. Slider misses that time. Hampson really getting it done against both righties and lefties. The only splits, as you saw earlier, are the home road splits for him. 1-0. Is swung on and missed. Hampson is 8 for his last 23 at the plate, 348 average in his last 6 games. He was on a real hot stretch, and it looked like he might have been starting to cool off a little bit. Now he's back up a little bit, so regression to the mean, I guess. 1-1 from Keller is going to miss. Low hitters count now on Garrett Hampson as that 94-mile-an-hour fastball missed. Lots of pitches from the stretch today for Keller. He's dealt with a lot of traffic. And the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Keller looks over his shoulder. His 2-2 is swung on and missed. Got him on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts now for Keller. Story and Hampson, his first 2 victims of the day.
The center fielder, Sam Hilliard.
Here is Sam Hilliard now, and talk about strikeouts. This is a guy who's struck out over 30% of the time. You can see the slugging percentage indicates he has been there, and there he lines one fair down the right field line. Arenado over to third base. Hilliard trying to get to second, and he will. Runners on second and third with 2 outs now, thanks to the double from Sam Hilliard.
Next to Colorado, the left fielder, Brian Mundell.
Hilliard just night and day difference from his first, I want to say, 10 games of the year in terms of how comfortable he's looking at the plate. Here's Brian Mundell, 3 for 13 to start his big league career. Takes first pitch outside, ball 1. He reached on an error by the third baseman Moran his first time up. Unfortunately for him, that counts as an out in the scorebook. So the batting average does go down. Keller's 1-0 is swung on and lined right into the glove of the second baseman Newman, and that will retire the side. For the first time today, neither team scores in a half inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Pirates will try to score in their half. They'll have Reynolds, Polanco, Moran due up. Brian Reynolds, 1-for-1, RBI single his first time up. Really good numbers for him, slugging well over 500, comfortably over 300 with the batting average. First pitch from Grills here is going to miss high and away, ball one. Reynolds is right now second place in the National League All-Star voting for center fielders. 1-0 from Grills is swung on and foul the other way. David Dahl has some catching up to do. That rough start to the year has hurt Dahl. He's got his numbers certainly into respectable territory now. Rockies are pleased with what he's delivered for them, but definitely not all-star caliber just yet. Hitters count now on Brian Reynolds. And that's swung on and lined towards left field. That's fair into the corner. Mundell over to cut it off. He'll fire it back in there. It's going to be an easy double, though, for Brian Reynolds. Leading things off here in the bottom of the third. That's his 20th double of the year. So neither pitcher looks to have brought their A stuff to today's ball game. Might be a bit of a slugfest. Hopefully Rockies will end up on the higher side of the scoring in this one. Gregory Polanco takes first pitch strike. Next pitch is going to be the 50th of the day for Evan Grills. Polanco really solid year. 310, 394, 510 his slash. Top of the order for the Pirates, really getting it done on offense. There's a pitch way inside. Polanco has spent his entire career with the Pirates now, 6 years, one of the few Pirates that can make that claim. So Starling Marte, his longtime friend out there in the outfield, go over to the Diamondbacks in a trade this offseason. Also, Phillies signing Andrew McCutchen, so the McCutchen, Polanco, Marte days in the outfield are over. Who knows, maybe the Phillies will acquire Polanco and Marte. There's a ground ball hit towards second base. Hampson makes the play for out number one. Advancing over to third is Reynolds. Hampson was getting a lot of action in center field, especially when David Dahl was struggling, as was Sam Hilliard, quite frankly. So it definitely was looking like center field would be the place for Hampson. Trevor Story's gotten a couple days off on the past week or so, so Hampson's got in there at shortstop, playing second base today and has for his past few starts. Very helpful to have such a utility presence. Brian Mundell really is only going to play left field and first base, so there goes the hopes of him being a real utility player for the Rockies. So nice to have a guy who can play some infield, some outfield. Ian Desmond, probably prefer him in the outfield, but can also factor in at first base, even shortstop in an emergency. 0-2 pitch coming to Colin Moran is taken down and in, ball one. Moran with the base hit his first time up. And that swung on and fouled the other way. Grills once again pitching from the stretch. His 1-2 to Moran is high. Count evens at 2. 91 mile an hour fastball from Grills. Not going to throw a whole lot of velocity at you. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Got him on strikes. Good looking changeup there from Grills. It's his first strikeout of the ball game. He gets Colin Moran.
The bat, the first baseman, Jose Ozuna.
And Jose Ozuna will come to the plate. Ozuna 0 for 1 flied out his first time up. First pitch from Grills here is swung on and lifted in the air towards left field. Hit fairly well. But Mundell has it in range, and he will put it away. That'll retire the side. Pirates are held scoreless for the first time today. We're through 3 innings, with the 8-9-1 hitters due up for Colorado in the 4th.
Picking off from the Rockies, the catcher,
Drew Butera base hit his first time up. He leads off the top of the fourth. Dodgers have announced their player pool.
Count 1-0.
See if there's any surprises on here. Brusdar Graterol is on it. He was involved in that trade with the Pirates. Sorry, with the Twins. There's a line drive base hit into center field. Graterol involved in the Kenta Maeda deal. Another base hit for Drew Butera. What's gotten into him? Joe Kelly is still on there for the Dodgers. Dustin May, Jimmy Nelson, he just signed. Blake Trinan is going to be on there for the first time. Alex Wood is back. We've seen some of these guys in the simulation here. Those are their pitchers. Rocky Gale, non-roster invitee, is going to be part of the catching force. Not really any surprises here in terms of infielders and outfielders. We have gotten used to a lot of them for the Dodgers. Cody Thomas is on there for one of their outfielders. It's down and in, ball one on Grills. Still waiting on the rest of the National League West at the time of this recording. 1-2 coming to Grills, still showing bunt, and it's going to go foul, so that'll be a strikeout. Here's how things are going for the Indianapolis Indians. They're doing pretty well, I would say. Guillermo Heredia has hit .600 over the last 10 games he's played in. Indians lost to the Toledo Mud Hens 2-0 the other day. Here's your report for the Pirates minor league squad. David Dahl 1 for 2 today. First pitch from Keller is swung on and ripped foul and out of play. Here comes pitch number 50 on the day for Keller. That's swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 on Dahl. Dahl is fourth place in NL All-Star voting in left field right now, so it's going to take quite a stretch if he wants to make it towards the top of that. Maybe could factor in as a reserve. There's a foul out of play. Dahl's still looking to improve a lot of those numbers, though. Slugging percentage is really getting up there, and that's thanks to a lot of doubles that Dahl has hit. Of course, leading the NL in doubles. There he takes strike three called. I'm not sure what Dahl is looking for. Must have been something a little bit faster because that curveball is right in there.
Number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Here is Daniel Murphy, 0 for 2. He's put the ball on the ground twice for outs today. 730 his OPS. He takes first pitch strike. Change up that time from Keller. And that was an ugly looking swing. Quickly down 0-2 is Murphy. O2 is inside, ball one. Definitely a little bit more velocity from Keller than from Grills. Well into the mid-90s frequently as Keller is a foul out of play. And just around 91, maxing out at 92 for Grills. One-two from Keller is just a bit outside with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is even at 2. Keller shakes once, then gets the sign he likes. From the set position, 2-2 pitch is high, full count. Nolan Arenado waiting on deck, hoping to get an opportunity for already his third hit of the day. He's got 2 through 3 innings. And payoff pitch to Murphy is swung on and fouled away. Definitely going to come down to a battle of the bullpens with the next few innings here for the Rockies and Pirates. Murphy lines one towards left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And Nolan Arenado will once again get to bat with a couple men on. Already 2 hits today for Arenado, looking for his third here in the 4th inning. And halfway to the cycle for Arenado as well, double-single combination. Already some action now in the bullpen for the Pirates. Steven Brault warming up. First pitch to Arenado is swung on and ripped towards the gap in left center field. That ball is going to be gone. 3-run home run for Nolan Arenado. Now he's just a triple away from the cycle. We're in the 4th inning. 26th home run of the year for Nolan Arenado, his second in as many days. And that will quiet down the crowd here at PNC Park. Arenado seeing the ball really well right now. 408 feet off the bat, 111.3 mile per hour exit velocity. That thing was scalded. And let's watch it one more time, why don't we? So single, double home run for Arenado today with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Trevor Story, he's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. It's 6-2 Rockies now. Really like seeing the Rockies offense fire on all cylinders at the same time. First pitch to Story is swung on and grounded towards short. This will be a long throw for Tucker, but he will make a nice play. And nice play on the other end to dig that one out as well. Nolan Arenado with a 3-run jack has put the Rockies up 6-2. You go to the bottom of the 4th. Cole Tucker leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. That was back in the 2nd. Evan Grill's out for a 4th inning of work. I wonder if we will see Keller return for the 5th. It's been roughed up a little bit today. Grill's trying to outmatch him, though not necessarily all that economical today. The pitch count from Grill's not the best of command. Certainly not the command we've seen Grill's offer to us. 1-0 pitch is going to miss in the dirt. 2-0 to Tucker is swung on and flared towards shallow center. This is a long run. Diving, not able to make the catch out there is Hilliard. It'll drop in front of him. Tucker on his way to second, and the throw is not in time. That's what speed does. 7th double of the year for Tucker, really hustling out of the box on that one. And here is Luke Maley. He drew a walk as well in his first plate appearance. So no official at bat for him today. He takes first pitch inside, ball 1. Grills looks at second base. His 1-0 is down and in 2-0. Maley formerly with the Rays and Blue Jays, now with an NL team, the Pirates. Jacob Stallings getting a lot of opportunities at the catching position today. He was given the reins to really get the starting opportunities, most of them. Luke Maley has not really performed. Jacob Stallings hasn't done exactly what they want as well in terms of offensive production. There's a swing and a foul the other way. One of those games at Coors Field, we saw Maley also get in there at first base. Two-two pitch is strike 3 called. Got him on strike. Slider right in there. Second strikeout for Grills. And we will have a pinch hitter, so that's the end of the day for Mitch Keller. Eric Gonzalez has picked up a bat. He will step in. So only 4 innings of work today for Keller. He gave up 6 runs, a couple home runs. There's a nice throw to second base by Grills, but not in time to get Tucker. First pitch here is swung on and fly towards shallow right. That's going to be caught by Dahl, and he'll fire it over to third base. Nice throw, and wise decision by Tucker not to run on that one. 2 away now. Kevin Newman will bat as the lineup turns over. He had a sacrifice fly RBI his last time up. Next pitch will be number 69 of the day for Evan Grills. His first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Newman hitting 310, wow, with runners in scoring position this year. The 0-1, Tucker's running. Throw down to third and not in time. Tucker, one of the faster guys on this Pirates roster. Very aggressive base running as well. No chance for Butera on that one. It'll be a 1-1 count now on Kevin Newman. And that's swung on in line towards center field. Coming in and making the catch is Hilliard, and that'll retire the side. We're through 4 innings. Rockies have a 6-2 lead. Hampson, Hilliard, Mundell due up in the 5th.
Ladies and gentlemen,
New pitcher is going to be Steven Brault for the Pirates. 4.06 ERA in 71 innings, 70 strikeouts, 42 walks. That's pretty high in terms of walks. Righties have hit him much better than lefties this year. This is his 35th appearance. First batter he faces will be Garrett Hampson, 0 for 2 strikeout and a ground out on his day.
number 1.
Brault in there, his first pitch is check swing strike.
0-1's the count.
Hampson has 2 hits in 5 at-bats in his career against Brault. Pretty small sample size. One of those hits a double. 6-2 Rockies. Home runs today for Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado, really getting the offense rejuvenated. 0-1 pitch is swung on and pulled foul. Quickly 0-2 on Hampson. 5th inning means it's time to check some scores around baseball. 8th inning, Phillies lead the Diamondbacks 10-4. Christian Walker has hit a couple home runs. Hampson flares one to shallow center field. Reynolds in there to make the catch for out number 1. Look at the final line on the day for Mitch Keller. 4 innings only. Gave up 5 earned runs, 6 runs overall on 9 hits. No walks, but 4 strikeouts and 62 pitches for Keller. Nick Birdie is warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates. Here's Sam Hilliard, 1 for 2. Hit a double back in the 3rd inning. Late game tonight, Reds and Dodgers. Swing and a miss there by Hilliard. Nick Birdie in the bullpen. Another one of those places where the bullpens are right next to each other, so both teams can really peek in on each other. You saw that in Minnesota at Target Field as well. 0-1 pitch to Hilliard is swung on and missed. He's quickly down 0-2. Brault trying to stop the bleeding a little bit after the Rockies pushed across 6 runs in 4 innings against Mitch Keller. 1-2 the count now on Hilliard. 6-0 Yankees lead the Orioles there in the 5th. Giancarlo Stanton has homered twice. He has 5 runs batted in. 15th and 16th homers of his season. Mariners lead the Red Sox 3-2 in the 5th as Hilliard strikes out. There's 2 away. Christian Vasquez has hit his 2nd home run of the year for Boston. Angels lead the Rays 3-2 in the 5th. Couple hits today for Anthony Rendon. (7-5) Cleveland leads the Astros. They're in the 5th inning. Alex Bregman has hit his 20th home run of the year for Houston. 5 runs batted in already for Cleveland for Carlos Santana. Brian Mundell 0 for 2 on the day. It's not a full slate of games around baseball. This is the 2nd Monday in a row the Rockies have played. They got a lot of Mondays off earlier this season. See, Mundell has 3 doubles in his last 5 games. 3 of those games with the Rockies, 2 with the Albuquerque Isotopes. 1 of those doubles with the Rockies. There's a pitch high and tight. Hitters count now on Mundell. Braves and Rangers are some interleague games. They are scoreless. And the Marlins are in Oakland to play a late game tonight, another interleague game. Jose Urania versus Mike Fiers. And that is about it around baseball today. 2-2 pitch coming to Mundell is swung on and fouled back. Two once more is check swinging to pitch inside, appeal to first. Mundell did not go, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. Outside ball 4, he walked him. Another really good-looking plate appearance from Brian Mundell, as that slider misses. Andrew Butera, 2 for 2 on the day. What a stretch it's been for Butera. About better than any of us could have hoped and dreamed of. So he's also scored a run today. Look at that batting average at 265 now for Butera. I'm sure Butera doesn't like me expressing astonishment at those numbers, but really pleased with what Butera has offered so far this year. Pitch high and away, ball 1. Butera drafted way back in 2005. He was a 5th-round pick. And the 1-0 from Brault is high 2-0. Butera really playing well enough so that Elias Diaz does not have to get run off his wheels. Both of them complementing each other very well. Pitch inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Grills is waiting on deck. Would not blame Brault perhaps for just grooving one in there for a ball. And there it is. A couple runners on for the Rockies now for Evan Grills. We'll see. He has a 222 batting average on the year. Well, that's gone down now after he's 0 for 2 on the day. That's what he came in with, 222. Now down to 182, 2 for 11. Strikeout and a ground on in his day. He grounded out on a bunt and also struck out on a 3rd strike bunt after he bunted it foul. First pitch from Brault here is swung on and lined into right center field, a base hit. 3rd hit of the year for Evan Grills, and a run will score Mundell. 7-2 Rockies. Evan Grills gives us tacos. Might as well just send him up swinging every time. The 2 bunts did not look great today from Grills. Really getting it done there, though. 1 for 3 for David Dahl today, RBI double for him. Slugging .490. Pitch misses, low, ball 1, and Dahl continues to extend that league lead in doubles. 36 of them now. We're not even into July just yet. 1-0 from Brault is outside, 2-0. So kind of quickly, the first 2 batters were retired. Now Brault struggling a bit with his command. Walks Mundell and Butera. Gives up the base hit to the starting pitcher, Evan Grills. And now he's behind 2-0 on David Dahl. The pitch is swung on and lifted in the air towards right field. Polanco over towards the line. He'll get there. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-2 Rockies. Adam Frazier 1 for 2 double and a run scored today. Antonio Senzatella and Jeff Hoffman are up on the Rockies bullpen. Grills at 71 pitches starting off the bottom of the 5th. It's really settled in nicely. Pitch outside, ball 1. There you can see the 2 Rockies long men are warming on up. .1-0 from Grills is down and in, 2-0. Swung on and flared to shallow left, going out as a shortstop. Story, he's got it. There's 1 down. Brewers lead the Cubs 3-0 there in the 2nd inning. Keston Hira has homered for the 14th time this year for Milwaukee. There's Brian Reynolds, 2 for 2. He's halfway to the cycle, just like Nolan Arenado. Double, single RBI. Nationals lead the Cardinals 3-2 in their ball game. It's a check swing strike. Reynolds ranks first place on the Pirates with his 54 runs batted in. Some work to get to Nolan Arenado's lead for the Rockies. There's a strike on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 now. 44 of 76 pitches, strikes from Grills today. Not the most elite of ratios, but certainly Grills has settled in. And now it's an 0-2 count on Reynolds. The pitch swung on and pulled foul towards the seats. We'll do it again. Grills into his motion. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, ball one.
Nope. That's inside.
And that's high and tight. Count evens at 2. That's low from 0-2 now. Reynolds has worked the count full. Gregory Polanco waiting on deck, hoping to get himself an opportunity. And the payoff pitch to Reynolds is a broken bat, flare. It's going to drop, and Murphy will take it himself. Grills got over to the bag, but Murphy decided to take it himself. And he will tag the runner for out number 2. Everything worked out in the end, so no need to overanalyze that. Here's Gregory Polanco. He is 0 for 2 on the day, flyout and a ground out. His slash 309, 393, 508. Lefty on lefty matchup for Grills, who kicks and fires a pitch inside, ball one. Polanco is 6th in NL All-Star voting for right field right now. 1-0 from Grills is in there for a called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Grills kicks and deals. That one swung on and slashed foul the other way. And sounds like a fan made a nice catch by the sound of the applause and cheers. 1-2 pitch to Polanco is outside. Count evens at 2. Slider that time from Grills at 83 miles per hour. We saw Keller getting close to 90 with his slider today. Low to perhaps mid-80s at times from Grills. And that one's going to bounce up to the plate. The count is full. Colin Moran waiting on deck. Just a lot of pitches thrown by Grills today. And that swung on and lifted in the air towards left field. Nobody's going to catch this one. It's going to drop and then bounce into the seats for a ground rule double. That's the 12th double this year for Polanco. Coming with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Colin Moran steps to the plate, 1 for 2, got a base hit in the first inning. Pirates really hoping he improves on that 542 OPS as the Pirate Parrot encourages the crowd to get excited, get on their feet, and see if the Pirates can come through with 2 outs here. Colin Moran, the batter, he's already got a hit today. First pitch from Grills is on the outside corner for a called strike. Good-looking curveball there. Moran is 4 for his last 13 at the plate. That's a 3.08 average, only 3 games to speak of, but perhaps showing some signs of breaking out of this extended period of slumping. The 0-1 is high, ball 1. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Nothing flashy in terms of velocity from Grills. Very much a finesse pitcher, though. He has missed the zone a few times today. Looks towards second base. His 1-1 is swung on and lifted in the air towards right center field. On the run for this one is Dahl. He'll get there, and that'll retire the side. After 5 innings, it remains 7-2 Rockies. We will be right back. And we're back. Daniel Murphy leading things off in the top of the 6th. 1 for 3 single and a run scored. Batting .274 now. Nolan Arenado waiting on deck, who's 3 for 3 today, a triple shy of the cycle here in the 6th. He will likely get at least 2 more opportunities to finish it off. Daniel Murphy swings, grounds one towards second base. Newman down to a knee to field it. Comes up, throws to first. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado, the batter. What a day for Nolan. 3 for 3 home run double single. 334 his batting average has climbed up to 26 home runs, 66 RBI now. Arenado does have one career cycle. If you remember a few years ago, the big Father's Day walk-off home run to complete a cycle. He takes first pitch down and in here, ball one. And the scorebook has realized, showing us it's a triple shy of the cycle for Arenado. There's a line drive towards the left field corner, and that ball is fair, and that's just going to be a base hit, though, for Arenado as he hit it too hard.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
Not an easy ballpark to get a whole lot of triples in. Trevor Story will be the batter, 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. 4 hits, though, for Nolan Arenado today. First pitch to Story is in there for a called strike. 875 OPS now for Story this season, as that 91-mile-an-hour fastball was in there. Steven Brault, also not a flashy guy in terms of velocity, low 90s with his fastball. The 0-1 is swung on in line towards center field. Reynolds going back. He's got it in range. He'll put it away. There's 2 away.
The batter, number 1.
Garrett Hampson will be the batter. He's 0 for 3, looking for that first hit today. Flied out his last time up in the 5th inning. His slash 282, 359, 444. He could use a home run here or an extra base hit of some sort to get his slugging back up. And he swings and fouls one the other way. One from Brault is on the inside corner. Quickly 0-2 now on Hampson. And down and in, ball 1.
2 strikes.
Swung on and missed. Got him on strikes. That'll retire the side. 0 for 4 to start the day for Garrett Hampson. He should have another opportunity a little bit later, though. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-2 Rockies.
Your attention, please.
Antonio Senzatella, new pitcher for the Rockies. 23rd game. He has really started to figure things out, at least against right-handed batters. They're only hitting .226 against him. 341 for lefties. 68 innings and a 4.37 ERA. Really working into a long relief role. That has been good for Antonio Senzatella. Here's Jose Ozuna. Put the ball in the air twice for outs today. He's 0 for 2. 253, 319, a little over 400 for his slash. First pitch from Senzatella is in there for a called strike. So just making it an inning longer today was Evan Grills than the Pirates starter Mitch Keller, and Antonio Senzatella will take over here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is inside, ball 1. And that's high. Hitters count now on Ozuna. Jose Ozuna spells his last name differently from Marcell Ozuna, who's now with the Braves. There's a ground ball weakly back to the mound. Senzatella fires to first and got him, 1 away. Ozuna, Jose Ozuna spelled with an S, and then Marcell Ozuna spelled with a Z. Cole Tucker, the batter. Double run scored, also a walk in this one. James Pazos and Tim Collins, a couple of lefties, have started to throw in the Rockies' bullpen. First pitch to Cole Tucker is swung on and popped up. Shortstop Story right there. Step onto the outfield grass, makes the catch, 2 away.
Catcher number 14, Luke.
Here's Luke Maile, drew a walk in the 2nd inning. 193 his average, does have an on-base percentage of .302, indicating he has drawn a fair share of walks this year. Senzatella shakes. I think it's the sign he likes from Butera. His first pitch to Maile is in there. Ooh, called a ball. You can see Pazos and Collins up in the bullpen. Collins came away with a loss in yesterday's ball game in extra innings. In the 12th, he gave up a double. And that pitch is low, 2-0. swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. 2-1 the count now. Changeup really fools Maley there. And that one's low. 3 balls and a strike. The pitcher's spot is on deck. We'll see if Stephen Brault bats for himself, if Derek Shelton wants to get another inning out of him, or if we will see a pinch hitter. Of course, if Maley makes an out here, we won't have to worry about that just yet. That pitch is low, and we will see the number 9 spot come up as Maley draws a walk.
Now back, the pitcher, Stephen.
It will be a pinch hitter, and it's Kevin Kramer.
Number 44.
Kramer batting .265, 6 home runs, 32 runs batted in, a .704 OPS.
1-0.
Kevin Newman waiting on deck. See if Kramer and Newman want to steal a Postal Service van, take a trip to Saginaw anytime soon. There's a pitch high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Also wonder if Newman and Kramer have any fun stories about Keith Hernandez. Senzatella's 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled off. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. And Kevin Newman is waiting on deck. The 3-1 count on Kevin Kramer. And that's inside, ball 4. Kramer walks to bring up Newman.
Now batter, the second baseman,
Newman is 0 for 2 today.
Newman.
Does have a sacrifice fly RBI. Slash on the year for Newman, 297, 333, 483. Pretty good numbers for him. First pitch from Senzatella here is swung on and grounded on a hop to the shortstop. Story throws the short way for the out, and that'll retire the side. After 6 innings, it remains 7-2 Rockies. Aha, Rockies have announced their player pool as of this time in the recording. Nick Birdie's going to be the new pitcher for the Pirates, but let's take a look at this. There's 50
Leading off for the Rockies, the center fielder,
players on the player pool for the Rockies. And I believe they also might have released their 30-man roster. Let's see. No way, they didn't. Okay. So making it, and let's see. I'll just read the press release so I don't screw anything up here. The Colorado Rockies announced today the club's player pool for Major League Spring Training. The list is comprised of the 39 players in the club's 40-man roster, as well as 13 additional players, all of whom attended 2020 Major League Spring Training prior to the March 13 shutdown. So that just might be what we're looking at here. I do not see Ubaldo Jimenez, though. So he is not going to be a part of the player pool. I'll just let you know who the players are now. I won't keep you in suspense anymore. Left-handed pitchers, Ben Bowden, Philip Deal, Kyle Freeland, Jake McGee, and James Pazos. They have a couple non-roster players in Tim Collins and Ryan Rollison. Right-handed pitchers, Yency Almonte, Ryan Castellani, Wade Davis, Jairo Diaz, Carlos Estevez, Chichi Gonzalez, Ashton Godot, John Gray, Jeff Hoffman, Tyler Kinley, Peter Lambert, Herman Marquez, Jose Mujica, Scott Oberg, Antonio Santos, Antonio Senzatella, Brian Shaw, and Jesus Tinoco, with 3 non-roster players in Daniel Bard, Alexander Guillen, and Joe Harvey. Catchers, they are going to bring Dom Nunez and Tony Walters, and non-roster players Drew Butera, Elias Diaz, and Chris Rabago. For infielders, they have Nolan Arenado, Josh Fuentes, Ryan McMahon, Daniel Murphy, Tyler Nevin, Brendan Rodgers, and Trevor Story, with non-roster players Eric Stamets and Alan Trejo. There's a ground ball to second base, so we'll bring you the outfielders and utility players in the bottom of the 7th. But before we get to that, Corey Shembry is going to sing for us. 7-2 Rockies. What a beautiful night at a beautiful ballpark.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Adam Frazier will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. James Pazos and Carlos Estevez up in the Rockies bullpen. Antonio Senzatella pitching. So here's the Rockies player pool for outfielders. They have Charlie Blackmon, David Dahl, Jonathan Daza, Ian Desmond, Sam Hilliard, and Raimel Tapia. And then as for utility players, Garrett Hampson, and non-roster players, Brett Boswell, Brian Mundell, and Chris Owings. So again, I do not see Ubaldo Jimenez. That is what initially jumps at me as the biggest, or I don't know if that's necessarily a surprise, but the one player I would be looking for.
That's the ball.
They also do have a signifier in this email I got from the Rockies PR communications department. There's a fly ball to shallow left. Mundell makes the catch for out number 2. And that indicates if a player has been optioned, but it's not. There still are players that are going to be optioned, but those that have already are Bowden, Castellani, Godot, Mujica, Santos, Tinoco, Nevin, and Daza. Gregory Polanco 1 for 3 on the day. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, and that pitch is low. Ball 1. So that was just, if you guys were interested in hearing me name all those names, I'm sorry, but that was just, it was more for myself, because I'm just so excited about the roster. 1-1 is the count on Gregory Polanco. As simulated baseball continues, that pitch is going to miss low. It's a hitter's count now on Polanco. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Colin Moran is waiting on deck. That's inside, ball 4, and Polanco draws a 2-out walk.
Now batting, third baseman.
Colin Moran 1 for 3, base hit in this ball game. Look at that slash on the year. None of those numbers above the 300 mark. Wonder how much longer Pirates will be willing to deal with this production from Moran. There's a pitch high, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That swung on and ripped in the air towards right field. Going back on this one is Dahl. He's going to leap in, not able to make the catch. Polanco will be waved around third, and he will score as the throw gets away. On his way to third base is Moran, and he is in there. We'll see if that's a triple or not, as David Dahl had some trouble with it. It will be a triple, I believe, and Bud Black is going to make a double switch.
These changes for Colorado.
Carlos Estevez will be the new pitcher.
In the 7th spot, number 54, Carlos Estevez. Now playing lefty and batting 9, number 2, Jonathan Daza.
And Jonathan Daza is taken over in left field. That's the first we've seen of him since his call-up. Here's Jose Ozuna for 3 on the day. And interesting note, and thanks to Becca Gillen for pointing this out to me as I'm trying to talk on Slack while recording this game. Nick Groke tweeted out that only 52 players have been posted for the Rockies today. There could very well be the additional 8 because you are allowed to have 60 in the player pool. Rockies only announcing 52 today. And perhaps that's just some sort of working out of different details with contracts or something. That's what the Red Sox are doing with Jonathan Lucroy, at least. Jose Ozuna 0 for 3 on the day, and he's down in the count 0-2 to Carlos Estevez. The pitch. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
There's a line drive on a hop to the shortstop. Story throws across his body and got him. That'll retire the side. 7-3 Rockies hanging on to their lead after 7 innings, and Daza will get his first appearance of the 2020 season at the plate coming up in the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching
Michael
for
Feliz, new pitcher for the Pirates. 44 in the 3rd inning is 52 strikeouts, 14 walks. That's a very good ratio, so you wouldn't think his ERA is at 5.28, but it is. Jonathan Daza took over on the double switch in left field. He's going to lead things off here in the 8th. First plate appearance of the 2020 campaign for Daza. He was called up after we placed Charlie Blackmon on the COVID recuperation list. I'm just going to call it that instead of the injured list. 18,145 in attendance here at PNC Park. That's unfortunate because you would have expected it if the Pirates were not playing well. But they have been playing pretty well. They're second place in the National League Central in our simulation, and they also are leading the wild card. There's a swing and a miss by Daza. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Feliz gets Daza to chase a slider low and away. And swung on and fouled off. Some more scores around baseball now here in the 8th. 5-4 Nationals lead the Cardinals. There's a swing and a miss, and Daza goes down by way of the K.
now batting, the right fielder, David Dahl.
Lineup will turn over for David Dahl. 1 for 4 with an RBI double today for Dahl. 807 OPS this season. First pitch from Feliz is swung on and grounded towards first base. Taking it himself is Ozuna for out number 2. Lots of scoring early on in this one, but both sides have been rather quiet in the last few innings. Here's Daniel Murphy, 1 for 4, single and a run scored in this game. "7-5 Mariners lead the Red Sox in the 8th. Patrick Wisdom has hit his 10th home run of the year for Seattle. Christian Vasquez has hit another home run, so he's got 3 on the year now. 1-0 to Murphy is taken high. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Feliz. 8-7 Astros have taken the lead over Cleveland. They're in the 8th. Murphy swings and pulls one foul. 2-1 the count. It'll be interesting to see who the Rockies add. Some teams to their player pool. Some teams have added some of their 2020 draft picks. There's a fly ball to fairly deep right field going back on this one. That's off the top of the wall. Polanco plays the hop and fires into second base. Murphy will slide in safely with a double. And that is his 22nd double of the year. 5th inning, Rangers have a 3-1 lead over the Braves in some interleague action. Rougned Odor has hit his 11th home run of the season for Texas. Nolan Arenado will bat. What a day he's had. 4 for 4 at the plate. Flash you back to the 4th inning when he hit a 3-run bomb to left center. Still a triple shy of the cycle. 2 singles, a home run, and a double for Arenado today. See if he can make it a 5 for 5 day as well. And first pitch misses low and away, ball 1. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Feliz. And swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Arenado, perfect day at the plate so far. The 1-1 pitch from Feliz is swung on and grounded weakly, and that's going to be a fair ball that kicks off the bag, and Arenado has his 5th hit of the ball game. No triple, just 3 singles, a double, and a home run for Arenado today, and Trevor Story will come to the plate. We'll flash you back to the 1st inning now, and Trevor Story broke open the scoring with a 2-run home run. Brought home Nolan Arenado ahead of him. Arenado has had a 5-hit game before, as I am looking this up to make sure we're not missing history here. It's back in 2017, Arenado had 2 singles and 3 home runs. Also lined out. Rockies had 21 overall hits in that game. There's a drive towards the gap in right center field. Reynolds going back on this one. He's going to dive and not able to make the catch. That ball is going to drop and then take a hop over the wall. 22nd double of the year for Trevor Story. That'll get a run home. Ground rule double. Arenado will have to hold at third. Murphy scores. And it's 8-3 Rockies. Here's Garrett Hampson. He's 0 for 4. Struck out his last time up in the 6th. And he is looking for that first hit of the ball game. Trying to keep that average at 280 or better. First pitch to Hampson is taken for a strike. Arenado on third, Story on second. Couple runners in scoring position for Hampson, but there are 2 outs. That swung on and flared right to the first baseman, Ozuna, and that'll retire the side. Trevor Story extends the lead for the Rockies to 8-3. And Bud Black is going to make another double switch. New pitcher will be Wade Davis, 30 in the third inning, 7.12 ERA, 32 strikeouts, 9 walks.
Now pitching and batting in the fifth spot, number 71, Wade Davis. Now playing second and batting seventh, number 24, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon is now into the ballgame. Pitch misses low. Ball 1. James Pazos, Tim Collins, they were both up earlier, and they are up again. Not going to be a save situation unless the Pirates really battle back here. Nice little low leverage spot for Wade Davis here in this 8th inning. That pitch is going to miss just a little bit low, and it's 2-0. 93-mile-an-hour fastball called a ball from Davis. The pitch is swung on and lifted in the air towards center. Going back on this one is Hilliard in front of the track. He will get there to make the catch. There's one down. Bit of a loud out. Luke Maley 0 for 1. He does have a couple walks in this ballgame, so the OBP has increased, if the batting average has not. First pitch from Davis here is taken down and in ball 1. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Davis. Oberg yesterday blowing his second save of the year. Converted most of them. That swung on and grounded to third on the backhand. Arenado, easy play, fires to first. There's 2 gone. JT Riddle is going to pinch hit in the pitcher spot.
Number 15, JT
Came over from the Marlins this offseason. Riddle hitting .214 as a Pirate, a home run, 3 runs batted in. .660 his OPS. He takes first pitch strike from Davis. There's a cutter in there at 89 miles per hour. A 1 delivery is swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 now on the pinch hitter Riddle. Inside, ball 1. That's low, and the count evens at 2. Low from 0-2. The count has been worked full by Riddle now, and Kevin Newman is waiting on deck. A payoff pitch coming to Riddle. And riddle me this. Swung on and missed. Got him on strikes. That'll retire the side. After 8 innings, it's 8-3 Rockies.
Your attention, please. Now,
Richard Rodriguez, new pitcher for the Pirates. Lots of 4s and 1s. 41 in the third innings, 4.14 ERA, 14 walks, 33 strikeouts, 41 games too. This is his 42nd. He'll face the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the Rockies lineup. Sam Hilliard 1 for 4 on the day with a double. 8-3 Rockies here in the top of the ninth. Can never hurt to score a few more, though.
1-0.
Pitch misses high, ball one. 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Rodriguez. The 1-0 is swung on and hit fair off the glove. Sorry, foul. And we'll do it again. First baseman Ozuna kind of knocked that one back into fair territory. There's a foul for sure, and it's 1-2. And swung on and popped up. That's going to go foul to the seats. We will do it again. Over his head into his motion, Rodriguez delivers and it's grounded towards first base. And Ozuna fires, not in time. Took a little while for Rodriguez to get to the bag, and that'll be an infield single leading things off here in the ninth. Second hit of the day for Sam Hilliard. Here's Ryan McMahon, who came out on the double switch. He will get his first plate appearance of the day. 22 home runs for the .250 batter, takes first pitch strike. 880 OPS, 49 runs batted in for the slugging Rockies second baseman usually. And pitch misses inside, ball one. Keone Kela is up in the Pirates bullpen in case Rodriguez runs into a whole heck of a lot of trouble. The 1-1 is high. Hitter's count now on Ryan McMahon.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's swung on and fouled away. Count evens at 2. And swung on and ripped towards right field going back, and this one is Polanco. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. Pinch hit 2-run home run for Ryan McMahon. His 23rd of the season extends the Rockies' lead 10-3 now. .367 feet off McMahon's bat, 100.7 mile-per-hour exit velocity. You talk about putting a charge into one. Look at that. And Drew Butera will be the batter. 2 for 3, a couple singles and a run scored. Look at that, OBP up to 386 for Butera now. Continues to get better as the season progresses. 2 for 3, a couple base hits and a run scored for him today. OPS at 733 for Sweet Drew. The 1-0 is outside corner, called a strike, 1-1. That's inside. Hitter's count now on Butera. Jonathan Daze is waiting on deck. That swung on and pulled foul. Rockies' offense right now has just been on fire over the past week plus. 2-2 pitch to Butera is swung on and chopped foul. We'll do it again. Low, full count. As we mentioned, Daza there waiting on deck. Still looking to get on base for the first time in 2020. Didn't in his first plate appearance earlier in this game, just an inning ago. Rockies offense really putting on a clinic today. Payoff pitch to Butera is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 down, 93-mile-an-hour fastball by Butera.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jonathan Daza.
0 for 1 Daza. with the strikeout back in the 8th. First pitch from Rodriguez is swung on and chopped up the middle. This will be a tough play for Newman. Fires to first and not in time. Daza with the good wheels beats it out for an infield single. His first hit of 2020. Batting .500 now is Daza. It'll be a record if he can keep it up. David Dahl will bat 1 for 5 with an RBI double in this ball game. Lots of at-bats for the Rockies offense today. Number 6 here in the 9th inning for Dahl. And that pitch misses low. A lot of guys only got 6 at-bats in the whole game yesterday. The 12-inning affair. The 0-1 from Rodriguez is taken inside, ball 1. That swung on and pulled foul towards the seats. 1-2 the count. And strike 3 call got him on strikes. There's 2 down. 15 of 22 pitches for strikes this inning from Rodriguez. He's given up some hard contact, though. Daniel Murphy 2 for 5, a double single, and he's scored 2 runs today. Batting average up to .276 for Murphy. And he flares one towards left, coming in on this one and making the catch out there is Frazier, and that'll retire the side. Ryan McMahon with a pinch hit 2-run home run extends the Rockies' lead to double digits. It's 10-3 Rockies. Lots of work to do for the Pirates offense in the bottom of the 9th. James Pazos will try and close things out. 45th game of the year. 1-1 is his record. This is not a safe situation. Very good numbers, especially as of late for Pazos. 45 2/3 innings, 3.55 ERA, 45 strikeouts, and 17 walks. It's been really fun to see what James Pazos has been able to do for the past week. Kevin Newman over 3 on his day. 10-3 Rockies here in the bottom of the 9th. Was not very long ago at all when Pazos was trying to get that earned run average below 5. First pitch here is on the inside corner for a called strike. 94-mile-an-hour sinker from Pazos. Pazos in real-life baseball, not just our simulation. He could be in line to get some more action this year. Certainly has shown success in the big leagues in previous years. Again, don't want to conflate the simulation with the actual talent level of some of these guys. 0-1 pitch is low, ball 1. I've just found this to be extremely realistic, though, what has happened in the simulation. 1-1 delivery is swung on and fouled back to the screen. Inside, count evens at 2. And swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. It was a cutter that time from Pazos. Pretty good game for Grills today. Only went 5 innings, just had to throw a lot of pitches, only giving up a couple runs. Pitches down and in, full count now, with Adam Frazier waiting on deck. Pretty quiet day at the plate for much of the Pirates offense. That's a swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. 1 down. Good slider from Pazos.
Now batting, the left fielder, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring up Adam Frazier. One for 4 double and a run scored today for Frazier. First pitch is swung on and skied in the air toward shallow center. Hilliard camping under it. He will make the catch for out number 2.
The center
And Pazos is down to just needing one more out against the Pirates. He'll face Brian Reynolds. 2 for 4 double single RBI today. He's had one of the more successful days for the Buccos today. Haven't broke out that one yet, the Buccos. First pitch from Pazos is in there for a called strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one's going to miss low, ball 1.
1-1.
It was revealed on Sunday we might not know the actual schedule for a little while yet for the Rockies and for all of baseball for when baseball will resume. It's a 1-2 count now on Reynolds, and that one's going to miss low. I can tell you if the Rockies win tomorrow's game that we do not broadcast, we will have another broadcast for you Wednesday, an early morning game, 10:45 a.m. Mountain Time. There's a fly ball towards left center field on the run for this one, and making the catch is Hilliard, and that's the ball game. If the Rockies do not win the game on Tuesday, we will have our next broadcast for you Friday evening at 6:15 p.m. Rockies back home to face the Giants. So Rockies win this one today in convincing fashion, 10-3. Nolan Arenado has 5 hits. Trevor Story with a home run. Same for Ryan McMahon. He had a pinch hit homer. Evan Grills with 5 solid innings of work today, and real beating on the Pirates. Rockies have now faced the Pirates in 4 games this year. They've won all 4 of them. Rockies today 10 runs on 17 hits and an error. Pirates 3 runs on 7 hits and an error. Grills is now 5-0 on his major league career, 3-10 for Mitch Keller. Grills today 5 innings, 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. In the loss, Mitch Keller 4 innings, 6 earned runs on 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Nolan Arenado is your player of the game. He finishes a triple shy of the cycle. He had a couple opportunities to do it. He got a single, double home run, then just hit 2 more singles. So what are you doing, Nolan? 5 for 5 day at the plate. 3 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Trevor Story goes 2 for 5 with a home run, a double, 3 runs batted in. Ryan McMahon with a pinch hit 2-run home run there in the top of the 9th. And Daniel Murphy goes 2 for 6 with a double and 2 runs scored. Highlights on offense for the Pirates. Cole Tucker 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored, also a stolen base. Brian Reynolds 2 for 5 with a double and an RBI. Gregory Polanco 1 for 3, double run scored, and Adam Frazier 1 for 5, double run scored. Lots of offense for the Rockies today. Again, we will see you Wednesday if you look at purplerow.com and see that the Rockies won Tuesday's game. Otherwise, we will see you Friday evening as the Rockies take on the Giants, and hopefully we'll get something sort of figured out about when the actual regular season schedule will start so we can get a better view of when our simulation is going to be winding down. For now, though, thank you as always for tuning in.